Cool Hit Sports Network and Cool TV proudly present the KHSAA Class Single A football playoffs as Raceland welcomes Nicholas County in the opening round. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, River Cities Builders, A&A Porta Potties, Stoltz Pharmacy, First and People's Bank, Kim Fannin Mullins for Greenup County Clerk, Ashland Community and Technical College, Ashland Credit Union, Andrew Eimel for Greenup County Clerk, Members Choice Credit Union, Raceland Christian Church, Larry Pancake for Greenup County Jailer, Jeff Vance for Raceland Worthington Board of Education, Ram Pharmacy, Bowman's Auto Service, Fairchild Automotive, Sandy Loperfido for Raceland Worthington Board of Education, and Trace Hermanos Mexican Restaurant. Now let's go to Ram Stadium and the pregame show for Raceland and Nicholas County in the opening round of the KHSAA Class Single A football playoffs on the Cool Hit Sports Network and Cool TV.
And good evening from Ram Stadium. Welcome to the playoffs as the Rams and Nicholas County get ready to square things off here on a beautiful night for football in Ramland. James Carrier, happy to have you along with me. I'll be joined by Shayla Newman a little bit later on. She'll be roaming the sidelines for us tonight here on Cool TV. But the Rams come in with a record of 9-1. They are the top seed out of District 6. Nicholas County comes in with a record of 7-3, and they are the 4 seed out of District 5. Again, bracket style the first 2 weeks. RPI kicks in off after that. We'll talk a little bit about that as we go on. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll preview the matchup, get you ready for kickoff, and we'll go field side with Shayla Newman. She'll check us in on this beautiful weather this evening. That's as we continue here in the pregame show on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stay cooler in my man cave.
Well, this is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever. But Clark's Pub and Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Beat the heat at Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
Does your gas station or convenience store need a facelift? If so, call River City Builders at 473-4112 for your remedy. Big or small projects, River City's Builders is a company for all your needs. We have extensive experience in the petroleum industry, from routine gas dispenser and canopy maintenance to above-ground, underground tank and piping work to full-blown remodels and new builds. Call River City Builders at 473-4112 for all your petroleum needs. We'll cover your back and keep your customers pumping gas.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
A lot of folks are paying their bills online. It's safe, accurate, and very convenient. If you would like to know more about banking online, stop by the bank and we can get you going. Cutting-edge technology with a first-name, friendly, hometown, personal touch. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
Back here at Raceland and the playoffs, as let's join our second member of our crew tonight, Shayla Newman. She's sidelined. She's got our weather report. And we're having some technical issues. We'll go back with her in just a few moments. But we're going to have some online stuff down on the field tonight. Shayla will be taking care of everything down on the field for us. But beautiful night for football here as Raceland and Nicholas County get ready to square things off here for the 2022 Class Single A playoffs. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll get you ready for kickoff. Rams and the Blue Jackets from Ram Stadium as we continue here on Countdown to Kickoff on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Vote Kim Fannin Mullins for Greenup County Clerk. With 30 years of experience, Kim Fannin Mullins has been dedicated to helping all the citizens of Greenup County. Hardworking and honest, Kim Fannin Mullins is up to date on technology and procedures, will have an open door policy, and will go above and beyond for the staff and community. She spent over 20 years working with the youth of the county. Vote Kim Fannin Mullins for Greenup County Clerk.
This is Kim Fannin Mullins, and I paid for and approved this message.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy. Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration, that was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
Hey Rams fans, would you do anything to support your team? What about switching your checking account? With Ashland Credit Union's debit card, you can support your favorite team. Every time you make an eligible purchase with your debit card, Ashland Credit Union donates 10 cents on your behalf to the Senior Assistance Program. Sign up for your favorite team's debit card today at Ashland Credit Union, 1300 Central Avenue, Ashland. Membership eligibility required, federally insured by NCUA.
Back here on Countdown to Kickoff on the Cool Hits Sports Network. Just under 5 minutes to go before we get things underway for the 2022 Class A playoffs between Raceland and Nicholas County. You couldn't have painted a better picture tonight for the weather. And for our report, let's go field side with Shayla Newman.
For tonight's weather, clear and mild as the winds will continue to increase throughout the game. We are currently in the mid-70s, but we'll go into the mid-60s tonight throughout the game. Should be a perfect night for football. Back to you.
Thank you, Shaylin. She'll have a couple of reports throughout the game. She'll talk with Mike Sammons at halftime. We'll talk with a player after the game. But Shaylin, newest member with our crew here, and her first sideline reporting edition of her new job. She worked some color commentary with me in the state volleyball tournament on Monday over at Boyd County, and did a phenomenal job, and she wanted to try some sideline reporting, so we've got her down there tonight, and we'll keep an eye on her as we go forward. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll get you ready for kickoff. The Rams and the Blue Jackets, Class Single-A football playoffs here in Ramland. Our coverage continues on Countdown to Kickoff on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Andrew Eimel would like to let you know that he's running for Greenup County Clerk in 2022, and he would love to have your vote on November 8th. Andrew has been serving the past 4 years as County Commissioner and would like to serve the residents of Greenup County as County Clerk. When it comes time to vote in the next election on November 8th, vote for Andrew Eimel for Greenup County Clerk. Andrew Eimel encourages you to attend, enjoy, and support all area student athletics.
Paid for by Andrew Eimel.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Oliveville, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Raceland Christian Church, 210 Caroline Road, wishes all of our area athletes the best as they compete in their respective seasons. May you be encouraged by your church family to run with endurance the race set before you in such a way as pleases Jesus so that you gain the prize that never fades away. Raceland Christian Church meets Sunday at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. at 210 Caroline Road, Raceland. Visit us online at racelandchristian.com.
Back here at Ramland as the captain's meeting getting ready to take place. Raceland will send out Drew Conley, Xander Jenkins, Jules Farrell, and Mason Likens as the coin toss to get the Class Single A 2022 version of the playoffs underway. All first downs tonight brought to you in part by Ram Pharmacy, Greenup Avenue in Raceland for fast, reliable prescription service along with vaccine and much more. Call 836-RAMS. That's 836-726 Ram Pharmacy, your friend for life. All touchdowns and Orange Zone tonight are brought to you in part by Dr. Shannon Johnson and Johnson Chiropractic. When joint and muscle pain slows you down, let Doc get your body realigned. 606-473-5151. Rams will be in the orange tops, white bottoms tonight. The visiting Blue Jackets and the white tops with the blue sleeves and the blue bottoms. Orange helmets for the Rams, blue lids for the Blue Jackets. So we're waiting for our official to put the coin into the air so we can try to get this bad boy underway here. Coin toss is up, and it appears that Nicholas County has won the toss. So we'll set it up of which direction that it's going to happen. Nicholas County has won the toss, and they want the football. So the Rams will go defense first and see what it can do about slowing down this offense of the Blue Jackets that's sparked by the starting tailback of Alex Coder. Just under 1,500 yards on the season. He's gone to the end zone 21 times. And, again, averaging almost 148 a game, that, if you will, as the Rams come out of the tunnel. And it's ready for football time here tonight.
Here come your Raceland Rams.
Good shot there of several of the seniors rolling out. Noah Wallace. There's Christian Wall. There's your kicker. We'll need him. Jackson Heighton coming out there at the end, but ready to rock and roll here tonight for playoff football in the Bluegrass. Again, Shaylin Newman on the sidelines for us tonight. We'll catch up with her throughout the ball game. We also have a special guest in the house tonight, Tim here. He's going to be on the sideline if we can get him out of the press box. I know it. Listen, I contacted Tim 2 weeks ago and said, listen, my man, you've got to come down here. There's going to be fresh deer meat that's going to be stewed up. He said, I'm putting in the special request now. And he's here. All right, we're ready to go. Coder back deep. Near side is Andrew Watkins. Likens has it teed up, puts it in the air. He'll drive Coder back to the 5-yard line where he'll make a basket catch there. Across the 15, the 10, a big seam right up the gut. He goes, and he's out to midfield. Makes an angle and a nice tackle to save 6 as Landon Newman and Peyton Eisen just saved a kickoff return for a touchdown. But a nice return there by the visiting Blue Jackets. And they'll have it all the way down to the Raceland 41-yard line, 1st and 10. Don't kick to that guy anymore. Offense will start off on the far side hash mark. 3 men in the backfield, offset. They'll give it off to the third tailback of Coder. He'll spin across the 40. A very odd-looking formation, if you will. Take him down to the 36-yard line, a gain of 5, 2nd and 5. I talked with Coach Sammons before the game tonight, and one of the things he said they totally expected to see is this team to take their time and go as slow and methodical as possible. Now they're going a double wing. Now they'll split out and offset with a man under center. Handoff Coder. He goes right back up the middle, and he is swaddled up there. First man there was Lyndon Sammons, Ben Taylor, and Braden Webb in on the stop. A loss of 1 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down and 6 coming up. Rams stingy on 3rd down this season. 20.8% of the time they've allowed a conversion. And after the big kickoff return down into Rams territory, this offense has found itself in a 3rd down and long. Tate Letcher crawls up under center with a double wing. Play action, rolling out, pressure coming, fires it out to the near sideline. He's got it, man, but Jules Farrell comes in and lowers the boom. Colby Gray made the catch, and Jules Farrell off that edge makes the stop for a loss of, no gain on the play. It's 4th down. Letcher stood in the pocket and delivered it. Gray made the catch, and as soon as he caught it, he got welcome to the turf here at Raceland. That's a candidate for your Bowman's Auto and Collision Service Center big hit of the game, and we're just 2 minutes into this contest. Offense staying on the field. Raceland defense this season has given up a 4th down conversion only 29% of the time, and they didn't get it away because our official was getting ready to toss the flag, and the head coach for the Blue Jackets of Robert Hopkins, coaching in his final game here tonight, will burn the timeout and will save the delay of game. Ashland Community and Technical College is your place to get all of your learning moving forward. It's never too late to further your education at ACTC. If you feel time for positive conservative change for Greenup County and want to take county attorney's office in a different direction, on November 8th, vote Republican Matthew Warnick for Greenup County attorney. Lee Wireman wants to see Greenup County move forward and wants to be part of helping you, the citizens of Greenup County, enjoy living and raising a family right here. On November 8th, vote for Lee Wireman for County Commissioner District 2. Mike Wilson has been serving the citizens of Greenup County as your county attorney and wants to continue to serve you, the people, and continue the fight against illegal drugs and other problems in the county. On November 8th, vote for experience. Vote for Mike Wilson for county attorney. Too many people. Go vote, for God's sakes, on Tuesday. That's all I can say, please. Support these people. Whether you like them or don't like them, use your voice and vote. That's your option. So from the near side hash mark, out of the timeout, Letcher will go out of a shotgun. He'll put a man in motion. The snap, pumps, pressure coming up the middle, slings it out to the far sideline, and that ball is knocked down and batted away by Landon Newman. So a turnover on downs on the incomplete pass, and the Rams, although they give up the big play on the kickoff, the defense does what it's done so well this year. It bends and does not break, and they'll take over on their own 37. So here comes the offense. Logan Lundy will start with Noah Wallace and Jules Farrell in an offset pistol look. 4 hats across the line for the Blue Jackets. Lundy wants to throw on first down, fires it across the middle, and that one's picked off. Picked off right at the 45-yard line as running underneath it was Jacob Hatton, his 3rd pick of the season. Lundy stared his man down, had a guy down the seam, and Hatton just runs in front of it and takes all of it on the turnover. Lundy's 7th interception of the season, and the Rams Not the start they wanted to see here in this one. So where did they take him? Down to the 34-yard line. So put the offense back on the field for the Blue Jackets. Lundy was wanting to go for the big home run ball down the seam and hadn't baited him right into the throw. So the southpaw of Tate Letcher crawls up under center. He'll turn, give it off to his tailback of Coder. He'll bounce off right tackle. Let's see where they're going to put him. They'll put him down to the 32-yard line. So give him a gain of 2 and 2nd down and 8. In between the hashes here on a beautiful night in Ramland. James Collier, Shaylin Newman, happy to have you along with us here tonight. Our executive producer, MJ McKay, and on camera tonight, Hunter Masters. Letcher under center, and movement up front. Webb comes across off the outside edge. Everybody's pointing, and it's a false start on the Blue Jackets. So move it backward and make it 2nd and 13. That's something that this defense does so well, is when it gets teams behind the sticks. Play clock's at 14. They still have not broken the huddle. Now they come out of the huddle with the play clock at 10. Letcher goes under center and a power I. Or excuse me, not just an I formation. Man in motion. Hand off, gives it off to Croder, and welcome to the turf, says Christian Wall. He hit him almost as he took the handoff. So no gain, maybe a half a yard if you will. Makes it 3rd and 13.
Where's the .5 button on that thing?
I've always looked for that half-yard line you hear so much on the NFL. Where's the half-yard line?
Printed that one in invisible ink.
Again, Nicholas County trying to milk out as much time and limit the time of possession that Raceland gets that football. Double-barrel shotgun look this time with Letcher. Play action, rolling out, pressure coming, backpedaling. He'll sling it to the near sideline and throws it into the Rams bench. He was pursued by Elias Jackson, Wall, and Ben Taylor. Pass is incomplete, and it's 4th down. 7:25 on arrested clock here in the opening quarter. And I think this time they will punt this one away. Pikeville leads Lynn Camp 37-0, a minute to go in the first quarter. So Letcher setting up for a punt. And he'll pooch it toward the far side. Connor Hughes gets underneath it and makes the fair catch inside the 10. And let's see where they're going to put him. It looked like around the 7 or 8 yard line. We're playing hot potato with the football. I believe we're going to go with the 8 as well. So a 29-yard kick, no return. 7:19 to go here in the opening quarter. And the Rams offense back on the field. Lundy in a twin set, wants to throw, sets his feet, now scrambling out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and take off running, comes near side, lowers his shoulder, and rolls over top of the tackler of Colby Gray. Give him a gain of 6 on the play, out to the 14-yard line, 2nd down and 4. Inside of 7 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. Still scoreless. Isaac Browning in the backfield now. Trips wide left, boundary right is Hughes. 4 hats across the line, 1 high safety. Lundy looks to the far sideline, zips it out to his man in the flat. That's Parker Fannin. Fannin makes the catch, and in a nice scamper after the hookup as he'll move the sticks for a Ram Pharmacy first down. Take him out to the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 14. Offense wants to move. Lundy puts trips to the wide side right this time. Browning in his right pocket. Lundy rolling right, looking right. Now he's going to pull it down and take off running, and he'll just slide after crossing the 30-yard line. Oscar Saucedo, with the stop. So gain of 4 on the play, 2nd and 6. 6 minutes to play first quarter. Lundy pumps, pressure coming, zips it out near side. He's got Connor Hughes on the screen. Down the near side he goes. He's across midfield with one man to beat. A jump cut at the 35. Did someone page a doctor? He's making a house call all the way to the house. 68 yards for the 6. And the Rams are on the board here to start the first quarter. They lead at 6-0. What a jump cut made by Connor Hughes. I've said so many times that kid can change directions and never slow down. And he made that one look easy. Icing out for the extra point attempt. Bishop Brossart leads Fairview 15-0, 9:46 to go in the first up in northern Kentucky. Hughes to put it down. Kick is up and is good. 7-0 our score, 5:42 to play in the first. We're back after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Raceland Christian Church, 210 Caroline Road, wishes all of our area athletes the best as they compete in their respective seasons. May you be encouraged by your church family to run with endurance the race set before you in such a way as pleases Jesus so that you gain the prize that never fades away. Raceland Christian Church meets Sunday at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. at 210 Caroline Road, Raceland. Visit us online at racelandchristian.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Ison's kickoff this time goes 2 yards in front of the goal line and then backs out of the end zone for the touchback. I think that's what they're looking for there. Don't kick it to number 14. Well, that last drive for the Rams, 4 plays, 92 yards, a minute 36. 68 yards of that going on the pitch and catch to Connor Hughes from Logan Lundy. Lundy tossing his 25th touchdown of the year. That's Connor Hughes' 8th. And the Rams lead at 7-0 with 5:42 to play here in the opening frame. So from the 20-yard line, Tate Letcher will bring his Blue Jackets out. Full house behind him as he'll crawl up under the center. Letcher on 1st and 10. Gives it off to Coder. Coder dives off the A-gap and just shy of the 25. Looks like he'll be down right at the 24-yard line. Give him a gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Ashland leads Magoffin County 7-0. Greenup out to an early 7-0 lead on Pike County Central. 7-0 our score here. So we've got 5 minutes to play in the first frame. Letcher crawls up under center. Gives it off to Coder. Coder goes off to the right side, and he is met there by Noah Wallace. Make it 3rd down coming up. Give him a gain of 2. It's going to be 3rd down and 4. Did they move the football forward a yard? So they did. So we'll move it to a yard.
On the 26.75 yard line.
Yeah, exactly. So make it 3rd down and 3. Letcher from the gun with 3 backs in front of him. He'll keep it himself, tries to do a little dance move, comes off the near side edge and gets walloped right there by Jackson Heighton. Give him the 28, so a gain of 1 brings up 4th down and 2, and that'll bring the punting opportunity back out once again as the Rams defense standing tall, as we have seen so many times this year. Defense giving up just over 170 yards a game. We'll see if we can line things up with Tim Ear here in just a few moments. Here's a low driving ball that goes to the far sideline. It takes a Blue Jackets bounce as it'll tumble across the 40 down to the 39-yard line. So a 33-yard punt, no return, 3:28 to play in the opening quarter, and the Rams in front 7-0. Lundy on 1st and 10. Wants to throw, looks to the far sideline, zips it out to his man there. That's Mason Likens. Likens makes the grab across midfield and then is pushed out of bounds after shedding a tackle. Oscar Cedillo makes the stop. A gain of 14 on. And a trip inside the orange zone was brought to you in part by Dr. Shannon Johnson and Johnson. Lundy on 1st and 10. The handoff as Browning pinballs off of sideline, sheds a tackle. He's got an angle at the 30, down to the near sideline, cuts back in at the 10, and he's into the house for 6. Touchdown, Raceland. 47-yard scamper by Isaac Browning as he goes in for his 8th rushing touchdown of the season. Pinballing this way and that. The Rams lead at 13-0. 3:10 to play here in the opening quarter. What a heck of a run by Isaac Browning there, as Peyton Eisen out for the extra point attempt. That one's up and is through. Make it 14-0. 3:10 to go in the first. We're back after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply. Andrew Eimel would like to let you know that he's running for Greenup County Clerk in 2022, and he would love to have your vote on November 8th. Andrew has been serving the past 4 years as County Commissioner and would like to serve the residents of Greenup County as County Clerk. When it comes time to vote in the next election on November 8th, vote for Andrew Eimel for Greenup County Clerk. Andrew Eimel encourages you to attend, enjoy, and support all area student athletics.
Paid for by Andrew Eimel.
As low wide drive kick goes to the far sideline, and this time the Rams covered up nicely. And they'll put it out at the 32-yard line, and that's where it'll be 1st down and 10. Oh, excuse me, to the 33. So 3:05 to go here in the first quarter. We're going to check in with Shayla Newman here in just a few moments. Bishop Brossart leads Fairview now 22-0. First and 10 for the Blue Jackets. Here's a handoff to the far sideline as they give it off to Coder, and he has stood up after crossing the 35. He'll get out close to the 40. Let's see. Yeah, we've got one official on the 39, one official on both sides of the 39, and the man in the middle agrees. So put him to the 39, a gain of 6.
Who is at quarterback right now?
I believe they have had a quarterback change. That looked like it was Sadeo.
I thought it was Watkins.
And it may have been. It was. Their numbers are very difficult to see.
Is that an 8?
Now they. No, it's back. It is back to Letcher now. Letcher from the gun, a high snap, gives it off to Coder. Coder stutter steps, fighting for a little bit extra yardage off the far sideline.
That's 8.
So give the carry to Coder out to the 44-yard line. That'll move the sticks on a gain of 5 and a first and 10 for the Blue Jackets, their first down of the ball game. Letcher gives them the signals. He'll go up under center. Letcher under center, calls for the ball, turns, gives it off to his tailback, that time of Coder, and Coder is stonewalled coming off the near sideline. Make it second down and 10 as we've got 1:20 to go. Greenup County leads Pike Central 14-0. 3 minutes, 41 seconds to go in the first quarter down in Lloyd. Nicholas County, if they can do what they've done so far, they'll run probably about 2 more plays here in this quarter. Man in motion, Letcher on second down. Zips it out to the far sideline. He's got his man there as he hooks up with Jacob Hatton. Hatton across midfield. And they'll put him to the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 11 and a first and 10. So 2 first downs here on this series. And the Blue Jackets got it inside the Rams' side of the 50-yard. 3 men in the backfield as Letcher goes up under center. He'll give it off to Coder. Coder a little stutter step as he goes off the right edge, and he meets a wall of orange jerseys for no gain. They may give him forward progress, and if they do, they're being very, very nice. They're going to give him a gain of 1, so make it second down and 9, and that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0, Raceland on top. We're back after this for quarter number 2 on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Fairchild Auto has a great selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs with in-house financing. Buy here, pay here. Everyone can be approved. Payments as low as $200 a month are available. From the moment you step on the lot until you drive away in your next car, your buying experience with Fairchild's Auto Sales is their #1 priority. Use the expertise and resources of their great sales staff to find the right car at the right price. Call 606-494-2030 to schedule your test drive. Sandy Loperfido would count it an honor to continue to serve the students, parents, and communities of Raceland and Worthington if given the opportunity to be reelected to the school board. By advocating for student-parent choice, students now have the opportunity to go to the school that best meets their needs. A vote for Sandra Loperfido to continue as your school board member would be most appreciated to continue the growth and academic excellence. Vote Sandra Loperfido for the Raceland Worthington School Board.
14-0 as we welcome you into quarter number 2. James Collier, happy to have you along with us here tonight. Second down and 9 from the Rams 44 for the Blue Jackets. Letcher from the gun, barks for it. Rolling out to the left, fires it out to the far sideline, and it was incomplete. He was looking for Andrew Watkins. It'll be third down. And a hold against the Blue Jackets. Do the Rams want to take the result of the play, or are they going to, and that's what they're going to do. His microphone's not too good. So the hold should take it back. Oh, they're going to put it from the spot of the foul. So put the football back at the 43-yard line and make it 2nd and 22. Letcher on 2nd down and long, rolling out left, pressure coming. He zips it. That ball's tipped. He was looking for Sadeo on the far side seam, 3rd down and long. So we'll try to go to Shaylin and Tim in a little bit. Tim is, he's a busy man. He's down on the sideline working hard as well. But we'll grab him in just a bit as well. And we'll get that. We'll get a couple reports in here from Shaylin in just a few minutes. Happy to have her along with us tonight. Her first ever sideline reporting duty. Looking forward to seeing her blossom and spreading her wings and flying for the Cool Hits Sports Network and everything that she's done with me here at Raceland. And play clock goes to zeros, but a timeout has been requested, the second timeout of the half. Well, we have a break in the action. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Bobby Hall, candidate for Greenup County Judge Executive. Wants to say thank you to all the educators and administrators for working so hard for our students. On November 8th, vote for a proven leader. Vote for Bobby Hall. Well, let's check in with Shaylin real quick. We were talking about the Rams running backs, and we've seen it on display already. But, Shaylin, this Raceland running back team, they've got 4 running backs that they can do a little bit of all about, and you've got some more about that.
Coach Mike Salmons, there are 2 things that don't survive in November. Dogs trying to cross the road in heavy traffic. Well, the job regular season toting the pigskin, but much of their success comes from the ability to share the carries and the stable of backs the Rams have to offer. Noah Wallace leads the Rams with 500 yards on 82 carries with 8 touchdowns. Isaac Browning has 366 yards. Jules Farrow has added 325 yards and 3 touchdowns, and Jackson Heighton has 208 yards and a pair of touchdowns. But the Rams have even more to offer in the running attack with Logan Lundy and Connor Hughes, always a threat to take off from the quarterback position. The duo have added 9 rushing touchdowns to the Rams' production this season. But how much has this group really shared the load this season? After leading the Rams in their win over Ashland, Browning never took a handoff against Russell. Asked after the game if there was a reason Browning didn't get a handoff, and he said, honestly, he had no idea that had happened. That's how powerful this rushing attack is.
Well, Shaylin, we just had one heck of a play right there. Your brother just picked off a pass right in front of you. How cool is that?
That's pretty awesome.
We'll check back in with Shaylin in just a little bit. What a big play there, as running up underneath the pass was Landon Newman, his 2nd interception of the season. He'll return it down to the 48 of the Blue Jackets, and the Rams will set things up right there. Lundy gives it off to his tailback of Jackson Height, and he's sweeping to the near sideline and is finally shoved out of bounds near. How cool is that you have a sideline reporter talking and her brother intercepts the ball right in front of her. She's doing it, and she never broke. I wasn't going to interrupt her. She did such a great job. I wasn't going to take it away from her. But that is pretty awesome right there. So out to the 46 on a gain of 2, second down and 8. Here's a nice pass out to Mason Likens. He's streaking up the near sideline, cuts back inside, pinballs off a man at the 35. Down the center of the field he goes. He's into the house for 6. Touchdown, Raceland. 46 yards on this pitch and catch with a little pinball action on the backside. The Rams now lead at 20-0, 11:19 to play in the half. Wow. Likens hauls in touchdown number 8 of the season. And here's Peyton Eisen out for the extra point attempt. 51 of 62 on the season is the senior. Hughes puts it down. Kick is up and is good. And it's 21-0, 11:19 to play in the half. We're back after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Larry Pancake, Larry Pancake, Larry Pancake. Vote Larry Pancake for Greenup County Jailer. With over 24 years experience, Larry wants to rebuild the relationship with law enforcement attorneys and other agencies with the detention center, enact prison reform, reinstate the church ministry, all along being firm, fair, and consistent. Larry would appreciate your support in this upcoming election. Larry Pancake, Larry Pancake, Larry Pancake.
Paid for by Larry Pancake.
Jeff Vance and his family are excited to announce that Jeff has decided to run for re-election for the Raceland-Worthington School District, which has fought many adversities with COVID, freedom for school of choice, and many others. Yet there is still tremendous growth and many facility upgrades, enrollment, academics, as well as the arts and athletics. Jeff Vance would be honored to serve the students, staff, and community for another term. From the classroom to their careers, kids matter most. Jeff Vance would appreciate your consideration for the Raceland-Worthington School Board November 8th.
21-0 Raceland over Nicholas County here in the opening round of the Class Single A playoffs. James Collier, Shayla Newman, happy to have you along with us here. Eisen's kick, wobbly at best, comes near sideline, and it bounces out of bounds. So the kick out of bounds puts it out to 35. It'll be 1st and 10 right there. East Carter leads Lawrence County 7-0. So that last drive summary for the Rams and another Johnson chiropractic touchdown. 2 plays, 48 yards, 18 seconds. And the Rams lead this one 21-0. Looking at some numbers in this one. Raceland with 201 yards of offense, Nicholas County 37. So Letcher with those 3 tailbacks now in a full house. Under center he goes. Little counter play to Coder. Coder trying to stretch it to the outside edge, and there's nothing there but orange jerseys. Ben Taylor, Brody Austin, and looked like Campbell in there as well. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10. Clock rolling inside of 11 minutes to go here in the first half of play. Here's a conversation I want to know right now. Tim Ear is talking to Logan Lundy on the sideline. What is that? What's that conversation? Shaylin, go get in there. Go find Tim and see what he's talking to Logan about. Letcher turns, play action. Pocket collapsing. Sets, fires it across. That one's nearly picked off. Noah Wallace ran underneath it. Jules Farrell was there. It was intended for Jacob Hatton, and he's a little slow to come up. Lucky that one was incomplete. And it's 3rd down and 10. Clock's stopped with 10:26 to play here in the opening half. Blue Jackets break the huddle with the play clock at 9. It's now at 4. They got to hurry. 2-1. That one's not out. They're going to play on either way as they'll sling it out to the far side edge. Sadeo makes the catch, but it's going to be well short of the marker, and it's going to be 4th down. Take him out to the 37-yard line on a gain of 2. So 4th down and 8. Lawrence gets on the board. They now tie at 7-7 with the Raiders up in Louisa. Kick is away, a wobbly kick to the far sideline, and it goes out of bounds, and the question is, where does it go out of bounds? They're going to put it at the 45-yard line, so an 18-yard kick, no return. Looks like Tim and Shaylin, and they're all setting up their conversation for when they're going to do their interview, and we'll get that to you in just a little bit. So the Rams offense back on the field, stubbed its toe maybe a little bit in that first series when they came up with the interception, and since then it has been nothing but explosive plays, 3 touchdowns on 3 drives. Lundy and company on 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out near side to Farrell. Farrell follows him, blocker out in front across midfield. Down the seam he goes, stumbling and rumbling. He's headed to the house. See you later. All the way to the end zone from 55 yards. Touchdown, Raceland. Farrell's longest run of the season. And 9:34 to go in the opening half of play, and the Rams add to the lead. It's now 27-0, and that right there goes right back to that piece that Shaylin brought to us just a little bit ago about the versatility and how many players they have in this rushing attack for the Rams that they do so much with. And that time it was follow Braden Webb off the edge, and Webb took care of business the rest of the way. Icing out for the extra point attempt. And it is good. 28-0 our score. 9:34 to play in the half. Back after this on the Coed Sports Network.
Does your gas station or convenience store need a facelift? If so, call River City Builders at 473-4112 for your remedy. Big or small projects, River City's Builders is a company for all your needs. We have extensive experience in the petroleum industry, from routine gas dispenser and canopy maintenance to above-ground, underground tank and piping work to full-blown remodels and new builds. Call River City Builders at 473-4112 for all your petroleum needs. We'll cover your back and keep your customers pumping gas.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stay cooler in my man cave.
Well, this is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever. But Clark's Pub and Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Beat the heat at Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
That last Johnson chiropractic touchdown, one play, 55 yards. Jules Farrell's longest rushing touchdown of the season, and it's 28-0 with 9:34 to go in the half. Let's go field side. Shayla Newman standing by with Tim Ear.
We're here tonight with Tom Ear. Tom, what are you doing here at the Raceland game tonight?
Well, actually, my name is Tim, but...
I'm so sorry.
That's all right. No, guess what? I get called the wrong name all the time. I've been called... Tom Iyer. I've been called Tom Ear, Tom, and then Tim Iyer. So I've been called every kind of different name, but that's like part of the thing about like being in broadcasting is you have to know to roll with the punches. You have to know, like, if, right now, if we were here and this football game's behind us and you got hit in the head with a football, you'd have to be like, oh, you have to acknowledge it. You have to be like, oh, I just got hit in the head with a football, as you saw, but then you just keep going. That's part of the fun of what we do is, like, you never know what's going to happen. You never know.
I think I was more focused on getting your last name correct, and I think that's where I went wrong.
You're doing great.
Thank you. But I know you're from Pittsburgh. Do you miss it there?
I mean, I miss certain things about home because it was where I was born and raised. So, yeah, I mean, I miss things like, the sports teams and that kind of stuff. But our children were born and raised here in this region. So now this is home. So it's what happens is, like, now anytime we go back to Pittsburgh, it's just for a visit, and we're like, oh, we can't wait to get home. So there's the thing about being home now here.
What's funny is at Raceland, there's actually a saying, "This is home." Are you aware of that?
No, I didn't know. So that's perfect.
Yeah, That's perfect.
Fit right in, right?
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Tim. I appreciate it.
Thanks. Appreciate it, Shaylin. Thanks for your time. All right, maybe I should have called you Shayla.
Yeah, I think you should have. Thank you so much. Back to you.
Thanks, Shaylin. Tim here, what a champ. And he is such a great guy. Oh, man, that was great. So 3rd down and 9 as Croder takes that handoff for a gain of 1. 28-0. Rams leading this one. Nope, no gain on the play. How dare they take away a yard for that young man. Shayla Newman, her first sideline reporting gig, and what a great opportunity for her tonight. She's doing a great job. Here we go, rolling out. Letcher fires it to the far sideline. He's got his man there as he hooks up with Andrew Watkins. And Watkins right at the sticks, moves the sticks for another Blue Jackets first down. Nice. I heard she can play volleyball pretty nicely. She's pretty good at talking about it as well. Man, she made it fun calling that volleyball game with Boyd County and Bishop Brossart Monday night. Having a color commentator. First time I'd had a color commentator in volleyball since I was calling volleyball for Marshall. And having someone that knew what they were talking about, that was phenomenal. 1st and 10, Blue Jackets. They'll give it off to Watkins. Watkins trying to sweep it to the near side on the end around. He's wrestled to the ground shy of the 40. They may give him the 40 depending on the spot. Looks like it's probably going to be closer to the 41. So a gain of 5, 2nd down and 5. No, actually not. She did really good. I mean, I can't say that there was anything that she did other than she couldn't hear at first, and that was because it was a bad connection on the headset. After that, though, it was perfect. Letcher will go under center in an I formation this time. Heavy to the left side. They'll give it off to Croder. He goes off to that left side, and he has his knees taken out from underneath him. He stays on his feet. Connor Hughes doesn't get him down, but they'll give him forward progress as Croder will get across down to the, looks like the 38-yard line. So a gain of 3 makes it 3rd down and 2. 6:45 to play here in the opening half. Blue Jackets 1 of 6 tonight on 3rd down conversions. Rams leading at 28-0. We're on a beautiful night for football here in the opening round of the Class Single A playoffs. 3 men in the backfield now. Letcher under center on 3rd and 2. Handoff Croder, lowers his shoulder, works off left guard, and he should have enough to move the sticks, and they will. Their 4th first down of the ball game as Croder takes it down to the 35-yard line, a gain of 3. We'll hear from Mike Sims, head coach for the Rams, before they go into the locker room. Shaylin will check in with him. We'll check all the scores from the first half of play and get you ready for the second half of action here at beautiful Rams Stadium. 1st down and 10, Letcher in an I formation. Handoff Croder. Croder goes right up the gut, and there's nothing there but a wall of orange jerseys. Ben Taylor, Elias Jackson, Cam Bell all there on the stop. No gain on the play. Croder on the night, 15 carries for 31 yards. He was averaging 146 coming into this ball game. And again, when you stand up against a rushing attack that's giving up 67 a contest, and you're talking about their rankings, not anywhere in Class Single A, but in the state of being one of the top teams in that position, that's what this defense has done tonight. They're loading the box, getting ready to come after this one. Showing blitz. Here they come. Letcher pulls it down, works off the left edge. A nice read on him by the RPO. And he'll take it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He played that one perfectly. And it's going to be 3rd down and 4 instead of, if he hands that football off, it's a loss of probably 3-4 yards. His tailback paid the price, but that's what you have when you play the RPO. Is the quarterback sometimes is the goat and the villain at the same time, and they're like, okay, you can get the big hit, I'm out of here. So on the far side hash mark, working it from left to right as I view it here, high atop the press box. Letcher on 3rd and 4. Gives it off to Croder. Croder up the left side, trying to force himself forward. He's going to be short. Looks like they're going to take him down to the 27-yard line, so it'll make it 4th down and 2. They failed on their only 4th down try on a turnover on downs earlier this evening. Inside of 4 minutes to play in the opening half. Letcher keeps it himself. A little stutter step, takes it off the left edge, and his second effort may have gotten him the marker. And they're already moving the sticks. That was a design carry all the way by Tate Letcher. And they're going to take him down to the 24-yard line. That's only the 6th 4th down conversion against the Rams defense given up this season. So 1st and 10. This will be the 11th play of this drive coming in. Letcher in a full house now, under center. He'll give it off to Crower, and Ben Taylor wrestles him up and swallows him to the ground with a big hit. There's another candidate for your big hit of the game. Take him all the way back to the 29 on a loss of 5. Ben Taylor adding to his numbers, 7th tackle for loss this season. Fleming County leads Garrard County 7-0 at halftime. Right in between the hashes, a little bit settled more toward that left side. Russell and Belfry tied at 14, 7:20 to go in the half. Russell going into the playoffs on a 2-game winning streak. Hadn't won a game all season, and now all of a sudden they're off and rolling. Timeout requested. We're back in 60 seconds on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Fairchild Auto has a great selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs with in-house financing. Buy here, pay here. Everyone can be approved. Payments as low as $200 a month are available. From the moment you step on the lot until you drive away in your next car, your buying experience with Fairchild's Auto Sales is their #1 priority. Use the expertise and resources of their great sales staff to find the right car at the right price. Call 606-494-2030 to schedule your test drive. Sandy Loperfido would count it an honor to continue to serve the students, parents, and communities of Raceland and Worthington if given the opportunity to be reelected to the school board. By advocating for student-parent choice, students now have the opportunity to go to the school that best meets their needs. A vote for Sandra Loperfido to continue as your school board member would be most appreciated to continue the growth and academic excellence. Vote Sandra Loperfido for the Raceland Worthington School Board.
Second down, 15 with 2:09 to go before halftime. Letcher under center, rolling out, sets his feet, floats one toward the far side, and that ball's knocked away. Jules Farrell plucks it out of the air. Andrew Watkins was the man intended. Passes incomplete and brings up 3rd down and long. Letcher 4 of 10 for 24 yards. Came in throwing right at 100 yards on the season. He was over 1,000 yards, 12 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. So 2:03 to go before halftime. Raceland would like to hold here. They get the football to start the second half as well. And they're leading this one 28-0. Letcher now on a double-barrel shotgun look. He'll put a man in motion from far side to near. Pressure coming off the edge, steps up, and he is swallowed up. Ben Taylor finishes him off as he dives forward. And Mike Sammons is going to burn the timeout to try to save some time before going to the locker room. So it will be 4th down and long as I'm going to put him, it looks like, at the 28-yard line. So it'll be 4th down and 14. And the Rams burn the timeout before we head in. Again, Shayla Newman, she'll have Coach Mike Sammons for a quick word going into the locker room. The important part is, can we make certain that we get Coach exactly where we're supposed to get him? We've got to get him right at the 35-yard line. And we've got Dustin Stevenson. He's running kind of a few duties for us down here. He's doing a little bit of everything. He'll make certain he'll get him where he needs to be. We're really excited to have the crew for my media class here at Raceland. Hunter Masters on camera work tonight, doing a phenomenal job as always. Shayla Newman on the sidelines. MJ McKay is our executive producer. And I'm happy to have you along with us here tonight. Here we go, 4th down and 14. Offense stays on the field in an empty set. Rams coming to life. Fletcher, pressure coming off the edge. Floats one toward the back of the end zone, and it's knocked away. Connor Hughes was there. They were trying to throw it to Watkins. Turnover on downs. And it's 1st and 10, Rams from their own 28 with 1:49 to play in the opening half. So now let's see what the Rams can do with the football here. Their last 3 series have lasted 17 seconds, 18 seconds, and 11. And the 11 was the time it took Jules Farrell to sprint 55 yards. Lundy with Browning in his right pocket on 1st and 10. Lundy turns, zips this one out to the far sideline, has his man there, as that's Connor Hughes who makes the catch. So give him a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd down and 1. Clock continues to roll. 90 seconds to go before halftime. Lundy rolling out to the near sideline, trying to find someone to go to. Comes near sideline. Parker Fannin crawls up the ladder near midfield and hauls it in to move the sticks for another Ram Pharmacy 1st down. Nice play there by Parker Fannin, just shy of midfield on a gain of 12. Takes him to the 49-yard line. Clock is resting with 1:19 to play. Trips right, 1 left. That's Likens. Lundy, all kinds of time, looking for Likens. He'll come near side, though. Had his man across the middle from the far side to the near to Parker Fannin, and he drops it. They wanted to go deep. They were trying to go to Likens. He was bracketed. And the guy coming across on the crossing route on about a 15-yard crosser was Parker Fannin, and they just didn't make the hook up. So 2nd down, 10. Handoff Browning. Browning into a wall of white jerseys, and he somehow finds a seam and dives forward down to the 46. So make it. Here's a bubble screen out to Likens on the near sideline. Likens has another Ram Pharmacy 1st down, as he'll get it down to the. Looks like they're going to put him at the 32-yard line. Hand off Heighton. Heighton off right side, and he stood up at the 30. So the Rams, I believe, burned the timeout. with a few ticks of the clock still to go, 43 seconds left to go. Stay tuned with me at the half. I'll check scoring and stats on this one. We'll check scores from around the area and get you ready for the second half of action here on a beautiful night in Ramland. A win here tonight for the Rams will bring them back home. They'll play the winner of Paris and Betsy Lane. The Rams with the football at the 30. So it'll be second down and 7. Ball on the far side hash mark. They'll bunch it up trips on the wide side with Newman, Fannin, and Wallace. Lundy looks to the near sideline, steps up in the pocket, pulls it down. He'll flip it near sideline. He's got his man there of Connor Hughes, who makes the grab and scampers out of bounds. And that'll take it down to the 21-yard line. Another Ram Pharmacy first down, as that's the 9th of the ball game for the Rams, knocking on the orange zone door. 34 seconds on a rested clock here before halftime. Rams trying to add to the 28-0 lead. Lundy's got Farrell in his left pocket, trips right, one left, that's Likens. Lundy claps for it, zips this one out quickly, makes the hook up there with Parker Fannin in the flat. And then he wants to tell his players, get up quickly, we got to go. He's going to try to clock the ball. And he will do it. So where did they put him down on the last play is my question. So put him at the 16 on that last play. So that was a gain of 5. Then Lundy will spike it to stop the clock with 19 seconds to go, and it's 3rd down and 5. Lundy looks near sideline, zips it out here. He's got his man there of Mason Likens inside the 10. And that'll move the sticks for another Ram Pharmacy first down and take it down inside the Johnson Chiropractic orange zone. Gain of 8 on the play, down to the 8. Rams still with 1 timeout remaining. So they've got options here, depending on what they elect to do with it. They've got Connor Hughes in a one-on-one on the wide side of the field. Lundy surveying, looking that way. Here's a back shoulder fade, going to the back corner, and a beautiful catch as Noah Wallace hauls it in for the 6th. Touchdown, Raceland. Noah Wallace catches his first pass of the season, and it goes to the house. 34-0 Rams. They were overplaying Connor Hughes, and they slipped Wallace out of the backfield, and he was easily there with a perfect pass from Lundy as Lundy throws touchdown number 3 on the night. Ison's extra point is up and is good. 9 seconds to play in the half. 35-0 back after this on the Co-Ed Sports Network.
Vote Kim Fannin Mullins for Greenup County Clerk. With 30 years of experience, Kim Fannin Mullins has been dedicated to helping all the citizens of Greenup County. Hardworking and honest, Kim Fannin Mullins is up to date on technology and procedures, will have an open door policy, and will go above and beyond for the staff and community. She spent over 20 years working with the youth of the county. Vote Kim Fannin Mullins for Greenup County Clerk.
This is Kim Fannin Mullins, and I paid for and approved this message.
Funny thing about banks, you go in and apply for a loan here,
but they make their decisions somewhere out of state.
My money is here, my account is here. Why go 100 miles away to make a decision?
At First and People's Bank, the decision is made right here by people you know. Bank local. Bank with the friendly folks at First and People's Bank. The Home Office. Member Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
Nice sustained drive there by the Rams. 11 plays, 72 yards, a minute 41, and an 8-yard pitch and catch to Noah Wallace. Here's Watkins, takes it at the 15 across to the far side of the field, and then a big pop on the far sideline there as trying to see who it was that bumped down. Parker Fannin bumps him out of bounds with 1 second to go in the half. So the Blue Jackets will have the football at the 40. And one final play here before we go to halftime. We'll talk with Mike Sammons, and Shayla Newman will have him before they get into the locker room. 35-0 Rams. After the interception on their first play, it has been nothing but touchdowns. And Letcher will take a knee, and that'll send us to half. So 35-0 is our score at halftime. As we'll get down to the sideline in just a second with Mike Sammons and a word from him with Shayla Newman. And she is standing by. Let's go to Shayla Newman with Coach Sammons.
Tonight we're here with Coach Sammons. Coach, what are your thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, I mean, I thought offensively, we're pretty explosive, getting 5 touchdowns on the board, but we got to be able to get off the field a little bit on defense, especially on third down.
Anything specific you want to see from your team in the second half?
Yeah, we get the ball to start the half. We really need to be assertive and get a score on the board and get the clock running, but again, we got to be able to get off the field on third down on defense.
Okay, thank you so much.
Excellent job, Shaylin. Thank you, Coach Sammons. 35-0 at the half. We'll take a break. We come back. It's a halftime show as we continue our coverage here on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Larry Pancake, Larry Pancake, Larry Pancake. Vote Larry Pancake for Greenup County Jailer. With over 24 years' experience, Larry wants to rebuild the relationship with law enforcement attorneys and other agencies with the detention center, enact prison reform, reinstate the church ministry, all along being firm, fair, and consistent. Larry would appreciate your support in this upcoming election. Larry Pancake, Larry Pancake, Larry Pancake.
Paid for by Larry Pancake.
If you've been in a wreck or need work done on your vehicle, Bowman's Auto Service is the place to go. If you've had engine problems, need a tune-up, oil change, or maybe you need a transmission flush, the place to go is Bowman's Auto Service. Bowman's Auto Service on Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods is an I-CAR Gold certified collision repair shop and an ASE certified mechanical shop. They've been in the business for over 30 years and they repair and fix all makes and models. Bowman's uses computer diagnostic and they work with all insurance companies. Bowman's Auto Service, Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods. Call 836-0837.
I am Kim Fannin Mullins, your candidate for Greenup County Clerk. I ask you to go vote on November 8th for the most qualified candidate for the job. I want to bring my 30 years experience to the county clerk's office to help the current staff and all citizens of Greenup County. I am dedicated to keeping the office up to date with technology and current online services. I will work closely with the staff to run a friendly and efficient office. We will be a team working for Greenup County.
Paid for by the candidate Kim Fannin Mullins for Greenup County Clerk.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stay cooler in my man cave.
Well, this is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever. But Clark's Pub and Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Beat the heat at Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
$35-0 at the half. The Raceland dance team showing off their moves out on the field tonight, much like the Raceland offense, as they have pretty much cashed in after the first pass play of the game went for an interception. The defense did what it's done all season long. It has built a wall and has looked stellar. And touchdown, 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 touchdown. That's been the call tonight. The last one, the Rams with 11 plays on 72 yards, a minute 41. they took off with a minute 48 total they had remaining, and they push it into the end zone, and they lead it 35-0. Touchdowns tonight. The first one, a 68-yarder to Connor Hughes on a bubble screen. Then Isaac Browning pinballs his way 47 yards to pay dirt. Mason Likens adds to the pinball effect, 46 yards, 21-0 as we start the second quarter. Then Jules Farrell, 55 yards, his longest run of the year. And the last one, 8 yards from Lundy to Noah Wallace in the back corner of the end zone on the far sideline. 35-0 is your score. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll check statistics, scores from around the area, and get you ready for the second half of action. All Rams here in the first half as they're well on their way to playing host to round number 2 next week. We'll continue our coverage after this in the halftime show on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Someone will be with you. Don't know when. Don't hold your breath, but keep waiting. You don't have anything better to do.
You know, at First and People's Bank, you don't have to wait for an answer. The decision makers are at the bank, and the friendly tellers are always ready to wait on you. First and People's Bank, the home office. Member Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
Raceland Christian Church, 210 Caroline Road, wishes all of our area athletes the best as they compete in their respective seasons. May you be encouraged by your church family to run with endurance the race set before you in such a way as pleases Jesus so that you gain the prize that never fades away. Raceland Christian Church meets Sunday at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. at 210 Caroline Road, Raceland. Visit us online at racelandchristian.com.
35-0 at the half. The Raceland band down on the field, jazzing it up a little bit. Militia Berkshire taking control of the band down on the field, doing a fabulous job. Her kiddos, I got a chance to step down to the band room a couple of weeks ago. They're getting ready for Christmas. Yes, in October. They were getting ready for Christmas, and those youngsters, this was the middle school group, they were rocking the house. And I told her, anytime you want to pop the door open just a little bit, let me know, and I'll pop mine open and listen to it. But they've got a concert coming up in December. We're going to bring you live coverage of that. But some great things going on here across the board at Raceland Worthington Schools, and the band doing a fabulous job here tonight. 35-0 is our score at the half. Let's look at some numbers. We'll start first with the visiting Blue Jackets. 65 total yards in the first half of play. They do have 5 first downs. They're 2 of 9 on third down conversions, 1 of 3 on fourth down conversions. They've punted the ball away 3 times for an average of 26.7 yards. They've had the football, though, for 19 minutes and 55 seconds of the opening 24 minutes. That's kind of only the number that would be misleading in this one, without a doubt. For the Rams, 328 in total yards. To put that in perspective, Nicholas County came in, was averaging, only giving up 205 a game. And they've given up 328 to the Rams here in the first half. Raceland has been phenomenal with the passing attack after the first ball that Logan Lundy threw the interception. He's 11 of 13 in the ball game and has thrown for 204 yards. Raceland tonight has only had the football for 3 minutes and 59 seconds. but it has been efficiency at its best with explosion plays and pinball moves all over the field as the Rams well on their way to playing host to round number 2 next week with the winner of Paris and Betsy Lane, which is in a tight one up in Paris. We'll check in on that game in just a little bit as well. Let's take a break, and we'll check scores from around the area and get you ready for the second half of action. The Rams have the football to start the second half, and our coverage continues after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots and, of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Andrew Eimel would like to let you know that he's running for Greenup County Clerk in 2022, and he would love to have your vote on November 8th. Andrew has been serving the past 4 years as County Commissioner and would like to serve the residents of Greenup County as County Clerk. When it comes time to vote in the next election on November 8th, vote for Andrew Eimel for Greenup County Clerk. Andrew Eimel encourages you to attend, enjoy, and support all area student athletics.
Paid for by Andrew Eimel.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration, that was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/find your career.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
35-0 as the cheerleaders down on the field now, showing it off a little bit. Beautiful night here in Ramland tonight for the opening round of the Class A playoffs. And the Rams lead it 35-0 over Nicholas County. Let's look at some scores from other games around the area. Greenup County hammering Pike County Central 33-0 at the half. It's Bishop Brossard on top of Fairview 36-0. Ashland leads Magoffin County 42-0 at halftime. Boyd County blanking Anderson County 20-0 also at half. Breathitt County on top of West Carter 34-0. That game about 5 minutes before halftime. Haven't seen a score update, but the last that we saw on this one was Russell and Belfry all tied at 14. That one should be in the locker room, but we haven't seen an updated score from there. Shelby Valley hammering Morgan County 42-0. And let me grab a score here. I saw one. Lawrence County in front of East Carter 22-7. Ironton in front of Portsmouth 41-0. Paris leads Betsy Lane 12-6. Winner of that game would play here next week, barring a miracle by the visiting Blue Jackets, that they would have to make the miraculous comeback of the century to knock off the Rams here tonight. So the Rams take care of business as it has all season long. The Rams will play host here next week. And the most important thing is that with the way the RPI played out, the Rams win, they play home. They do not have to travel until they go to Kroger Field. It's at home the entire way through because they do finish as the second highest RPI. So it was Pikeville 1, Raceland 2. And the way that it works out is that if you continue to win, you play at home. So this year, if the Rams can play themselves into the state semifinals, we'll eat turkey in the backyard, and we'll play football in the backyard. There will be no road trips this year. And turkey tastes a lot better when we play it here at home. I don't think we're going to cut any goalposts down this year, though. We will not be cutting any goalposts down, even if the Rams do win it. Those goalposts were well past their prime. We've got brand new, beautiful goalposts here, and especially this brand new turf surface. But how fitting would it be for the Rams to take a magic carpet ride to Kroger on the first year on the turf? That's the goal and the expectations for this team. They're halfway home here in week number 1, and another chance at a 7-day journey moving forward. Estill County hammering Lewis 46-6. Pikeville has taken care of business in the first round, 63-0 over Lynn Camp. 35-0 our score here. We'll take a break. We come back, second half of action. We'll get underway. Rams have the football, and our coverage continues after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Does your gas station or convenience store need a facelift? If so, call River City Builders at 473-4112 for your remedy. Big or small projects, River City's Builders is a company for all your needs. We have extensive experience in the petroleum industry, from routine gas dispenser and canopy maintenance to above-ground, underground tank and piping work to full-blown remodels and new builds. Call River City Builders at 473-4112 for all your petroleum needs. We'll cover your back and keep your customers pumping gas.
Jeff Vance and his family are excited to announce that Jeff has decided to run for re-election for the Raceland-Worthington School District, which has fought many adversities with COVID, freedom for school of choice, and many others. Yet there is still tremendous growth and many facility upgrades, enrollment, academics, as well as the arts and athletics. Jeff Vance would be honored to serve the students, staff, and community for another term. From the classroom to their careers, kids matter most. Jeff Vance would appreciate your consideration for the Raceland-Worthington School Board November 8th.
Fairchild Auto has a great selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs with in-house financing. Buy here, pay here. Everyone can be approved. Payments as low as $200 a month are available. From the moment you step on the lot until you drive away in your next car, your buying experience with Fairchild's Auto Sales is their #1 priority. Use the expertise and resources of their great sales staff to find the right car at the right price. Call 606-494-2030 to schedule your test drive. Sandy Loperfido would count it an honor to continue to serve the students, parents, and communities of Raceland and Worthington if given the opportunity to be reelected to the school board. By advocating for student-parent choice, students now have the opportunity to go to the school that best meets their needs. A vote for Sandra Loperfido to continue as your school board member would be most appreciated to continue the growth and academic excellence. Vote Sandra Loperfido for the Raceland Worthington School Board.
Back here at Ramland. Hey, Shaylin, if you're ready to talk to me for a second, give me a thumbs up. Let's talk. Hang on just a second here. So Shaylin Newman, she's rolling around down on the sideline, and she's doing her first ever sideline reporting. So, Shaylin, how's it going so far? Oh, now see, she forgot to turn her microphone off of mute. We still got to work on this. But this is why we get a chance to do this. How about
check?
Hey, there we go.
There we go.
First half of sideline duties. What do you think so far?
I'm having fun, actually. It's not as hard as I thought it'd be, but it is pretty stressful.
Now, how was the interview with Tom?
Did not start off very strong, but I think it went as smooth as it could after that.
Having an opportunity to interview somebody like Tim here and making that little mistake, but having it, like he said, taking it like a champ, how much do you learn from stuff like that?
He made it seem very easy after that mistake. He kind of talked me through it, and it seemed very easy. It didn't feel that much of a big deal.
For you, being down on the sideline and Big Brother roaming around, and more importantly, you were in one of your spots for the show tonight, and your brother makes the biggest play of the game right in front of you. You never broke stride. Did you know that he'd made the play, or were you so focused hitting your spot?
I was oblivious of everything around me, to be honest.
Well,
I had no idea.
Real quickly, anybody you'd like to give a shout-out to real quick before we get going?
Shout out to my mom, my brother on the field, number 22, and God. Thank you.
Shaylin, you're doing a fabulous job. Keep it up. We'll talk to you in a little bit, okay?
Thank you so much.
She is rocking it tonight. Shaylin Newman down on the sidelines. She said she was oblivious. I love it. I think that was a perfect word for it. The play was probably maybe 2 to 3 yards away from where she was standing. So that was awesome. I hope Mom and the family get the chance to go back and watch this one and share the laugh with it. But we got a few things in store. like I said, this is the first ever time that we've added a sideline reporter to our broadcast, and we're looking to continue this journey because guess what? Basketball season is not too far away. We'll tip it off after Thanksgiving. We have, get ready for this, scheduled without any postseason games, over 300 basketball games that we're going to cover through the Cool Hit Sports Network this year. That's absurd. I love basketball, and that's crazy. But that's what we're going to do because we want to bring you the best coverage of high school athletics across the Bluegrass. Well, some of the guys down on the sideline starting to loosen up, and I would say we'll see one more series by the starters, and they'll try to put this one on ice and start that clock in motion. Mason Likens and Isaac Browning back for the return. They'll come near sideline, kicking it toward Likens. Gary Fannin did a great pick off the turf there. Coach Fannin, nice job, man. He bent over like he was playing shortstop. So kick out of bounds. We'll give the Rams the football at the 35. Listen, we're not going to make him. Listen, we got a good one on Coach of a couple of weeks ago. Not that I know who was involved in this, but someone may or may have not taken his hat hijack and then started sharing it on social media. It was interesting. All right, here we go. Starters out to start the second half. Lundy wants to throw on 1st and 10. Pockets. He stands tall in the pocket. He was looking for Newman across the middle, and it hit Newman on the fingertips. He knows that he missed an opportunity there on that crossing pattern. As it falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down and 10. Lundy tonight, 11 of 14, 202 yards, 3 touchdowns. Raceland has rushed for 126. Lundy zips this one out to Connor Hughes. Hughes makes the catch shy of the 40. Let's see where they're going to put him. If they're going to put him at the 40 or the 39. And they're not going to do either one. They're going to put it to 38. So move it back to the 38. Make it 3rd down and 7 for the Rams. Rams have only had 1 3rd down conversion tonight, which they have converted on. Lundy barks for it on 3rd down. Rolling out to the near sideline. Zips it to the near side to Parker Fannin, and Fannin can't haul it in. Andrew Watkins swats it away. No penalty markers fly. It'll be 4th down. The offense for the moment staying on the field. So Lundy puts 2 receivers each way. He's going to throw it on 4th down. Stands in the pocket, zips it over the middle, and was looking for Landon Newman, and he had 2 players over top of him. And the pass falls incomplete, and it's a turnover on downs for the Rams. So they'll hand the football off to the Blue Jackets after burning off only 52 seconds, and they've got it at the Rams' 38-yard line. Alex Coder, 17 carries for 28 yards. He's the deep back as Letcher goes up under center. They'll give it off to Coder. Coder goes off the right or left edge, and then darts forward with a nice head of steam for a nice gain on 1st down. Put him down to the 32 on a gain of 6. 2nd down and 4. Ball on the far side, hash mark, working it from left to right as we view it here at Ram Stadium. Play clock's at 10 as Letcher goes up under center. He'll give it off to Coder. Coder goes off the edge on the left side, and he gets walloped. Jackson Heighton was there, and Noah Wallace sold him off. So no gain on the play, make it 3rd and 4. Inside of 10 to go inside of 10 to go here in the third quarter. Letcher this time from the gun. He'll keep it himself, try to bounce it to the outside edge. Lyndon Salmons in the pursuit. They're going to get him down to the 30, and it's going to bring up 4th down, I believe. I'll say the side marker's already showing 1. So make it 4th and 2. Ball nosed right at the 30-yard line. They break the play, or the huddle, with 10 on the play clock. Letcher goes under center with 5. Handoff, Coder. He comes off the edge and gets hammered. Noah Wallace was the first one there. Cam Bell helped him out. It's a turnover on downs, and the Rams defense digs their heels into the turf once again with a big hold. He needed 2. He got 1. And that Rams rushing defense stands tall yet again. So from the 29 for the Rams, let's see if they can come out a little more efficient on this series. After going 4 passes and a turnover on downs, Lundy wants to throw, stands in the pocket, tries to go forward. Ball comes out of his hands. He picks it up. A little Tom Brady, if you will. They're going to say that was definitely an incomplete forward pass. Lundy started forward. The ball came out of his hands, bounced on the turf, popped right back up, and then he just says, hey, I got this. I'm going to run. And then the official's like, no, sorry. Tom Brady can't do it. Neither can you. So 2nd down and 10. Twin set for Lundy. Browning in his right pocket. Outside to Newman. Newman curls it into the middle of the field and then is gang tackled and slung to the turf out at the 40. Oscar Sadeo making the stop, but then he'll move the sticks for another Ram Pharmacy 1st down. Take Newman down or out to the 41-yard line, on a gain of 12. So 1st and 10 Rams from the near side hash mark. Trips wide right. 1 left is Likens. Lundy surveying across the middle of the field. Wants the home run ball, looking for Connor Hughes, and Hughes has to go up and play defensive back and swat that one away as it was nearly another interception. Nice job there by Andrew Watkins to get underneath the pass and try to pick it off, but it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down and 10. Connor Hughes had to go into a defensive mode, if you will. Lundy in the same set. Trips right, 1 left. Lundy rolling out near side, flips it out to the edge, gets it out to Jules Farrell, and he's chased out of bounds into the Raceland bench. Nearly took Tom Collins with him. But a nice find there for Jules Farrell as Farrell just released out of the backfield. Lundy under duress, flips it out to him and moves the sticks for a Ram Pharmacy 1st down as he takes it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. First and 10, near side hash mark. Lundy zips it out to the far sideline, has his man there as he makes the grab and turns it upfield. That was Mason Likens. Likens nearly was taken down, and then he never got his foot down or his knee. and he bounces straight up and takes it downfield. Excuse me, that was Jackson Heighton. So a nice gain there by him and his second effort to go to the 37-yard line on a gain of 11 and another Ram Pharmacy first down. 14th of the ball game. Inside of 8 to play here in the third. Rams leading 35-0. Lundy wants to throw. Airing it out. Going Mason Likens. Back of the end zone. He'll scamper in untouched. Touchdown Raceland. 37-yard touchdown pass from Logan Lundy to Mason Likens, their second hookup of the night. And with 7:44 to play in the third, running clock the rest of the way, and the Rams lead this one 41-0. Perfect ball there from Lundy to Likens. Eisen for the extra point. It's through. It's 42-0. 7:44 to go in the third quarter. Back after this on the Cool 8 Sports Network.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration. That was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/find your career.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
7:44 and a running clock as the Rams lead this one 42-0. Here's a return from the 2. Watkins finds a seam. Right up the gut he goes. And he'll be stood up after crossing the 25-yard line. They say the 29. I'm going to wait. Come on, gentlemen. We can do it. There we go. So 1st and 10 from the 29. 42-0 our score. You can actually see the hash marks this week. You're not going to ever lose these. That should have been a false start right there. That man jumped forward. Here's a ball zipped out to the far sideline, and that young man just got nailed. Watkins was the man the pass was intended for, and he got absolutely leveled on the far sideline, incomplete. Well, we've talked about so much the rushing attack by this Rams defense, and Shayla Newman's got a little bit more to talk about this one. Shayla, the Rams tonight, they have been stellar at best, but this is not uncommon for them for what they've done this year.
Coach Mike Sammons always talks about the importance of a rushing attack in November and how the team that can run the ball and stop the run will ultimately achieve their goals in the postseason. A quick look at the Rams' rushing defense speaks highly of why they are one of the best defenses in the state, regardless of class. The Rams are only allowing 67 rushing yards a game. That's 14th best in the state, while holding teams to 11.6 points per game, which ranks 16th. Add to that an offense that is averaging the 6th highest point total per game at 45.1, and it's pretty safe to say the Rams are built to make a run toward Kroger Field in December.
42-0 here, Shaylin. They're certainly well on their way tonight. Shayla Newman down on the sideline for us, doing a fabulous job. 3rd down and 5 after Letcher got blown up off the near side edge by Jackson Heighton. Rams loading across the line, and they've got a movement up front on the right guard and that one's going to go back 5. We've not had many penalty markers in this ball game, as all 3 that have been accepted have gone against Nicholas County. 2 false starts and a hold. Good look there from up top. Hunter Masters on the camera tonight, working his mastery of videography skills, doing a wonderful job. Great shot right there, looking down on top as we get ready to get back underway. Letcher from the gun on 3rd and 10. Play action. Steps up into the pocket, squirts free, and then across the 30, and he's wrestled to the ground there. That was something I talked with Coach Sammons in the pregame. He said, that they've got to be careful about not their second level guys, the safeties and the cornerbacks, not getting their nose dirty against this rushing attack. And what he means by that is those guys getting into the rushing attack and getting out of position and then letting this guy go down the field for a home run ball. They've done a really good job tonight of slowing things down and making it tough sledding from the word go. So 4th and 7, punt situation coming up as Newman stands back near sideline. Here's a ball coming toward the Raceland sideline, and it goes out of bounds at the 44-yard line. And that's where the Rams will have it, 1st and 10. Offense for the moment is coming back onto the field with a running clock here and 42-0 the score. The Rams will be at home next week. The question is, who will they play? Let's see if I can find an updated score. I've not seen anything else out of that Paris-Betsy Lane. Belfry has opened up a sizable lead over Russell now, 35-14. Here's Browning, sheds a tackle 45 across midfield, and then spins forward down to the 45, maybe the 44, depending on the spot of the ball. But a nice carry there by Isaac Browning. Either way, it's a Ram Pharmacy first down, number 16 of the ball game. Raceland coming into the contest averaging 19 a game. So 1st and 10, 4 hats across the line. Lundy takes and gives off to Browning. Browning scampering this side, lowers his shoulder and runs over top of Andrew Watkins. Browning led the Rams in rushing after the win over Ashland. Had 2 touchdowns in the game. Came into the Russell game and never touched the football. I talked to Coach Sammons after, and he goes, "Are you serious?" He goes, "We didn't even realize it happened." When you've got the quality of running backs this team has, that's the ability that they can do. As Browning takes it, Jake Mears jumps on his back as he goes right up the gut. But the most carries a running back had coming into this contest was Noah Wallace with 82, and those numbers have kind of gone up maybe by 7 or 8 over the last couple of weeks there in the regular season. Here's another handoff. This one out to Wallace. Wallace with a head of steam, Browning with a head of steam across the 15. He gets upended at the 10, but down inside the Johnson Chiropractic orange zone. And it'll be 1st and goal on a Ram Pharmacy first down. Wallace has not carried the ball tonight. Browning leads the way with 6 carries for 98 yards. That 47-yarder, half of that in his touchdown earlier. So 1st and goal for the Rams, 43 seconds. Parker Eisen is your quarterback now. He'll carry it himself, work it off right tackle, and he's down to the 5. So 2nd and goal from the 5. You've got to see a touchdown pass to Lundy. We've been looking for it all year. You've got to throw it to him here. We're going to the 4th quarter. It's 42-0 Raceland. When we return after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Funny thing about banks, you go in and apply for a loan here,
but they make their decisions somewhere out of state.
My money is here, my account is here. Why go 100 miles away to make a decision?
At First and People's Bank, the decision is made right here by people you know. Bank local. Bank with the friendly folks at First and People's Bank. The Home Office. Member Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
42-0 our score. Rams have it 2nd and goal from the 5 as we start the 4th quarter of play. If you're looking to better your education, ACTC is your place to go. It's never too late to further your education at ACTC. If you feel it's time for positive conservative change, Greenup County, and you want to take the county attorney's office in a different direction on November 8th, vote Matthew Warnick for Greenup County attorney. Lee Wireman wants to see Greenup County move forward and wants to be part of helping you, the citizens of Greenup County, enjoy raising and living with your family right here in Greenup County. On November 8th, that's Tuesday. Vote for Lee Wireman for Greenup County Commissioner, District 2. Mike Wilson has been serving the citizens of Greenup County as your county attorney and wants to continue to serve you, the people, and continue the fight against illegal drugs and other problems in the county. On November 8th, vote experience, vote Mike Wilson. 2nd and goal. Eisen pulls it down, trying to stretch it to the outside, following the block from Browning. Can't get the edge as he gets slammed to the ground after getting inside the 5. As Sadeo makes the stop, and he's slow to come to his feet. I believe he's got a cramp, and that's exactly what he's got. Stay tuned with us after the game for the big hit of the game, brought to you in part by Bowman's Collision and Service Center in Flatwoods. When your car gets banged up, let Bowman put it back together and get it looking new again. Bowman's Collision and Service Center, Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods. Mason County leads Rockcastle County 21-0. Mason County with an undefeated regular season after holding off Greenup last week. Rams will be back home next week. Who they play, we're still waiting to find out. So a new tailback into the game for the Rams as Levi Lewis. And Eisen keeps it himself and dances into the end zone for the touchdown. And it's 48-0. 5-yard touchdown run, another Johnson's chiropractic touchdown. 11:18 to go here in the 4th quarter, and the Rams continue to add to the lead. Eisen out for the extra point attempt. And that one is blocked. So the extra point is no good. 48-0 our score. Back after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Hey Rams fans, would you do anything to support your team? What about switching your checking account? With Ashland Credit Union's debit card, you can support your favorite team. Every time you make an eligible purchase with your debit card, Ashland Credit Union donates 10 cents on your behalf to the Senior Assistance Program. Sign up for your favorite team's debit card today at Ashland Credit Union, 1300 Central Avenue, Ashland. Membership eligibility required, federally insured by NCUA.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Painesville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Reyes Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
It's 48-0. That last drive, 7 plays, 56 yards, 6 minutes, 31 seconds. Good kickoff that drives Coer back, and he gets slammed to the ground out at the 25. James Collier, happy to have you along with us here. Shaylin Newman on the sidelines tonight. Our executive producer is MJ McKay. Hunter Masters on the camera work. Dustin Stevenson with the camera down on the sideline as well. So Letcher goes up under center. And now we've got a penalty marker. What is the call, though? And we get an offside on the defense. Good shot there by the camera on the sideline. Listen, we've got some great things in store. The Rams continue to move forward. We've got some unique camera angles that we're going to add each and every week to try to bring you some even more in-depth look at what we've got to offer here at Cool TV. So 1st and 5. Letcher pulls it down, takes it off the right edge, and is stood up just shy of the marker to gain to move the sticks. Gain of 4. So make it 2nd and 1. Seven and a half to play in the contest. Nicholas County trying to roll in some linemen. They've got a lot of ham working in off that left edge now. Handoff goes off to Coer. He sheds 1 tackle across the 40 and moves the sticks for another Blue Jackets first down. Alex Coder out to the 43-yard line, a gain of 9. Coder tonight, 21 carries for 44 yards. Just below the curvature of the big R logo at midfield. Rams showing blitz. Coder lowers his shoulder, goes off right tackle. Picks up a couple to the 45. .6:22 to go in the ball game on a running clock here in the 4th and final stanza. 3 tailbacks in the backfield. This time it goes off to Watkins, and he spins forward for maybe a yard and brings up 3rd down. Yeah, they'll take him to the 47. So a gain of 2, 3rd and 6. Nicholas County tonight, 2 of 11. That goes right along with the Rams' defensive stellar outings that they've had this season, allowing only 20.8% of the time on 3rd down conversions. 21 of 101 coming into this ball game. There's Letcher, play action, pressure coming, a hold that didn't get called. He dumps it out into the near sideline. Sadego makes the catch, angled out of bounds. There was a hold that was not called, and that is what allowed Letcher to find Sadeo going across the middle and making the play. Yes, you are correct, my friend, but I'm still going to say that it was there. It was a blatant hold, but either way, it is what it is. So the gain on the play goes 23 yards. Letcher now with 47 on 5 of 13 passing. Letcher keeps it himself, angles back in the center of the field, and down into the end zone he goes for 6. Touchdown, Blue Jackets. Tate Letcher scrambles on a little RPO. He pulls it down and then streaks down the center. And that's not something that's characteristic of the Rams in the fourth quarter this year. Only the 21st point they've given up. They'd given up 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter all season long. But all that one right there was Tate Letcher with a nice move. And when he got into the middle of the field, he was over top of the second level, and he streaked untouched into the end zone. Extra point by Zinkowitz is up and good, and it's no good. So 48-6, back after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Ram Pharmacy in Raceland now offers Prevnar 13 for pneumonia prevention for those from 18 to 65, as well as tetanus, diphtheria, and whooping cough shots, the DPT shot. Ram Pharmacy can bill your insurance or Medicare. Some insurances cover immunizations in full under preventive health care. They can also bill Medicare Part B for diabetic testing supplies. Call 606-836-RAMS. That's 606-836-7267. Ram Pharmacy, 719 Greenup Avenue, Raceland, your friend in Christ. Helping you with all your health care needs, offering free delivery in Boyd and Greenup counties.
If you've been in a wreck or need work done on your vehicle, Bowman's Auto Service is the place to go. If you've had engine problems, need a tune-up, oil change, or maybe you need a transmission flush, the place to go is Bowman's Auto Service. Bowman's Auto Service on Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods is an ICAR Gold certified collision repair shop and an ASE certified mechanical shop. They've been in the business for over 30 years and they repair and fix all makes and models. Bowman's uses computer diagnostic and they work with all insurance companies. Bowman's Auto Service, Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods. Call 836-0837.
Well, a nice sustained drive there by the Blue Jackets. 6 plays, 75 yards, 7-12 on time of possession. And they get on the scoreboard here tonight. 2:30 to go as they'll go with the onside kick attempt. It goes out of bounds. So the Rams are going to move to 18-8 in postseason play under Mike Sammons. He'll pick up his 82nd win tonight. Here's a swing pass out to the near sideline as that's Bryson Rousey, and Rousey takes it out near midfield. Another Ram Pharmacy first down as they'll take him out to the 49 to the Blue Jackets on a gain of 16. Eisen from the gun. Gives this one off to Brady Morrell. Morrell comes across the 45 and then is spun off his feet. I believe they'll take him to the 43, and if they do, it's a gain of 6, and that's where they'll go. And it's 2nd down and 4, and we've got 60 seconds to go in this one. Should be the final play of the ball game. Levi Lewis trying to bounce it to the outside edge. He'll move the sticks for another Ram Pharmacy first down as he takes it down to the 37 on a gain of 6. And Mike Salmon says, hold right there. He's asking if they're going to pump it one more time. He said, pump the play clock. He did not pump it, but that's what Mike was asking. He said, can you pump it? And they're going to pump it either way. This one's over. They're not going to snap it again. It's going to be 48-6 is the final score. Rams on to the second round of the Class A football playoffs. Postgame show when we return after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply. Andrew Eimel would like to let you know that he's running for Greenup County Clerk in 2022, and he would love to have your vote on November 8th. Andrew has been serving the past 4 years as County Commissioner and would like to serve the residents of Greenup County as County Clerk. When it comes time to vote in the next election on November 8th, vote for Andrew Eimel for Greenup County Clerk. Andrew Eimel encourages you to attend, enjoy, and support all area student athletics.
Paid for by Andrew Eimel.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration. That was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
Fairchild Auto has a great selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs with in-house financing. Buy here, pay here. Everyone can be approved. Payments as low as $200 a month are available. From the moment you step on the lot until you drive away in your next car, your buying experience with Fairchild's Auto Sales is their #1 priority. Use the expertise and resources of their great sales staff to find the right car at the right price. Call 606-494-2030 to schedule your test drive.
Final score here tonight, 48-6. Rams victorious. And they're on to the next round. They will play the winner of Paris and Betsy Lane. I have not seen an updated score in quite some time. I'm trying to. You would think, for goodness sakes, my son works at Paris. He's at the game. He texts me and says, send me updates. And I did. And I sent him a thing that said, send me an update. And I got nada. That's what you get from your kids. God love them. Either way, this one was a Rams dominant performance. Two things that, again, an interception on their first play of offense. They went 4 and out on a turnover on downs to start the second half. But outside of that, it was touchdowns the entire way until they let the clock run out to end the contest here. It was pretty much a dominating performance, exactly what it was expected to be. On the evening, Raceland gave up a total of 152 yards, only 105 on the ground. And that was a team coming in that was averaging over 200 a game, including their starting tailback that had an average of 147 each time out. He was limited tonight to only 46 yards on 22 carries. So a dominating performance tonight by the Rams as they'll play next week here at home. Let's take a break. When we return, we'll go field side with Shayla Newman. She's got a special guest that she's going to talk with her brother. And we'll talk with them when we return after this. Here in the postgame show on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Does your gas station or convenience store need a facelift? If so, call River City Builders at 473-4112 for your remedy. Big or small projects, River City's Builders is a company for all your needs. We have extensive experience in the petroleum industry, from routine gas dispenser and canopy maintenance to above-ground, underground tank and piping work to full-blown remodels and new builds. Call River City Builders at 473-4112 for all your petroleum needs. We'll cover your back and keep your customers pumping gas.
Vote Kim Fannin Mullins for Greenup County Clerk. With 30 years of experience, Kim Fannin Mullins has been dedicated to helping all the citizens of Greenup County. Hardworking and honest, Kim Fannin Mullins is up to date on technology and procedures, will have an open door policy, and will go above and beyond for the staff and community. She spent over 20 years working with the youth of the county. Vote Kim Fannin Mullins for Greenup County Clerk.
This is Kim Fannin Mullins, and I paid for and approved this message.
In addition to the Greenup local location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in their Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Winners tonight are the Rams, 48-6. Let's take a look at some numbers on this one. For the Raceland Rams, 21 first downs tonight, 486 total yards of offense, 292 through the air, 194 on the ground. That was 194 on only 17 carries. So a pretty phenomenal night tonight for the Rams in the rushing attack, averaging almost 11.5 per carry. That's what the Rams did tonight on the ground. Logan Lundy goes 16 of 23, 276 and 4 touchdowns. He did have the 1 interception. He throws touchdown passes to Noah Wallace, Connor Hughes, 2 to Mason Likens, and he spread it around quite frequently throughout the ball game. So we are awaiting Shaylin down on the field. She's got to turn her microphone on first. She's working on it. She'll get this thing. There, we've got her. Let's go down to the field, and she is joined with a special guest, number 22, and her brother, Newman. Shaylin, you got it.
Tonight we're here with my brother Landon. How do you feel about the game tonight?
Game went well. Ended, I think 48-0. Great round 1 in the playoffs, especially at the Ramland territory. I feel good.
How do you feel about your season so far?
It's been a great season so far. I'm really loving to play with all my brothers again. But I do want to give a shout out to my 2 fallen brothers, Parker Gallion and Will Farley. This is for you, boys.
Thank you so much. Back to you.
Thank you, Shaylin, and a fabulous job by her. Hey, stick your headphones on there real quick, Shaylin. Let's talk real quick. Hey, we had a fan that actually sent us a message on Facebook, said, leave you alone so you can watch the game. Now, here's your thing. Now, do you like watching the game as a sideline reporter, or would you rather watch it watching your brother play?
I like the sideline reporter, and I still keep my eye on Landon. So I can multitask. So your first gig as a sideline reporter in the books. Are you ready for round 2? I think I am, yes.
Yes, you are. You did a fabulous job tonight, young lady, and we certainly look forward to having you with us much more. Great job tonight. Shayla Newman down on the sidelines for us tonight. She rocked it out tonight, and I can't be more proud of the job that she's done. Let's take a break. We come back. We'll wait for Coach Mike Sammons. We'll get some words from him, and we'll wrap it up here tonight. Winners tonight are the Rams, 48-6. They're headed on to round number 2 next week here at home. We'll talk about it when we return after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
There's a lot of places to invest your money and no shortage of advice, but I think a lot of these get-rich-quick schemes are good ways to get broke quick. That's why I like the CDs at my bank. Guaranteed, insured.
Great rates, plus the comfort of knowing your CDs are guaranteed and insured. That's First and People's Bank. For all your banking needs, see the good folks at First and People's Bank, the home office. Member Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
Raceland Christian Church, 210 Caroline Road, wishes all of our area athletes the best as they compete in their respective seasons. May you be encouraged by your church family to run with endurance the race set before you in such a way as pleases Jesus so that you gain the prize that never fades away. Raceland Christian Church meets Sunday at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. at 210 Caroline Road, Raceland. Visit us online at racelandchristian.com.
Sandy Loperfido would count it an honor to continue to serve the students, parents, and communities of Raceland and Worthington if given the opportunity to be reelected to the school board. By advocating for student-parent choice, students now have the opportunity to go to the school that best meets their needs. A vote for Sandra Loperfido to continue as your school board member would be most appreciated to continue the growth and academic excellence. Vote Sandra Loperfido for the Raceland Worthington School Board.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stay cooler in my man cave.
Well, this is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever. But Clark's Pub and Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Beat the heat at Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
Back here in postgame, quick check of the score that we're keeping a close eye on. Paris has started to separate from Betsy Lane, now 26-13, 4:28 to go. You got no headphones, Coach? You got them?
Dead.
Hang on. This is a problem we had with Shaylin the other night.
There you go. Came in.
You got them now?
Nope.
Nope.
Did momentarily.
How about that?
In and out.
In and out.
In and out.
I'm going to stand here and hold it. We got there?
Nope.
Nope.
Yep.
Hopefully it'll hold. Let's talk first about this one. Your very first pass play of the ball game goes for an interception, and you kind of put your team, on the heels a little bit. You got to go out. Defense sticks its nose in the turf and does what it's done all season long.
Yeah, we just a little aggressive there in the first play of the game. Just probably all me trying to get ahead of ourselves, but just things we try to work on during the week and things we feel like we're going to need to do down the stretch to get to where we want to go. I think we threw the ball more than what we've thrown the last couple of weeks, just trying to work on some timing and things like that. And thought we had some advantages in the passing game. Pretty efficient. I see here at your stats, we're pushing 75%, so it was pretty good. Just had the one turnover there, and after that, I think we got our feet underneath us, and I think we scored 5 times in the first half, and then the first possession of the third quarter we was a little bit stagnant. Again, just been a little super aggressive, and then we were able to get the running clock, and I thought our guys were really dialed in, from the start.
Defensively, again, another stellar running back coming in. This kid had rushed for nearly 1,500 yards on the season. You guys limit him to 46 on 22 totes, and it was multiple hats flying to the football every single time.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of respect for Nicholas County and Coach Hopkins and what they do. Those kids play really hard. They're hard-nosed kids, and they did some things and stretches there where they kept the ball away from us. Maybe not explosive, maybe not, score-threatening type stuff, but just kept us on the sideline, and you get a little antsy trying to get the ball back. But I thought by and large, we held their two leading rushers under 100 combined yards. I mean, again, I told you from the pregame, looks like here they rush for 100, we rush for 200. You do that the rest of the way in November and don't turn the ball over, you're going to be really happy with the results. So that's kind of where we're at. And I thought tonight, although we didn't rush it that much, we had some explosive plays on the run game that really broke things open for us.
Well, you talked to me before the game, and you said you expected them to try to take the football away from you as much as possible. That was going to be their defense tonight. They had the ball for 19 minutes and 55 seconds in the first half. You guys still put up 35 points.
Yeah, I think at halftime, we always get a quick snap chart of stats or whatever, and we'd snapped it 20 times, give or take a couple. They had been over 40, and the total yards was 330 to 60. So we didn't really have the ball that many times, so we were so explosive. And if the time of possession is not in our favor, but you're putting up points, obviously you're going to take that. And so that's kind of the situation tonight. We were able to be really explosive and get some points on the board. And, again, when they get behind the chains or get behind on the scoreboard, although they may be a little time-consuming, keep the ball out of your hands, they're just not able to catch up fast enough.
Rushing attack tonight, again, so many guys touched the football, and the one guy that was your leading rusher this season coming in didn't touch the football tonight from the rushing attack. Noah Wallace didn't have a single carry. He did catch the touchdown pass, his first touchdown of the season, but you could see the way those guys were using their blocks, running with patience, finding the holes, and then hitting the hole with conviction.
Yeah, like I said all year long, our guys are really, really unselfish. We call plays, and whoever gets the ball on that play is just how it is. And Our guys really cheer and root for each other. It's no secret. Noah's kind of our workhorse, kind of our big punishing back, and you know, it was a little bit by design tonight. We want to try to keep him fresh as we go down the stretch run here, and he was very active on defense. I don't know exactly, you know, his stat line or whatever, but he was playing safety, and I know they didn't score till the end of the game, so that's good enough for me. But again, you know, we're trying to play here, play this thing out, however it may be, and I thought some other guys were really explosive tonight. Good to see Jules get in the open field tonight and really be explosive. I thought Isaac made some explosive runs, including his first carry of the game. So Jackson made a nice explosive run there, and I think in the third quarter. So, again, just getting guys sharing the wealth, really pulling for each other. And, again, we just go back to it's all about the team, and that's what our guys really bought into. And our depth is our strength. That's our advantage. And so we want to make sure we play into that as much as we can.
One of the big numbers tonight that you guys add to it, 18th interception of the season. Landon Newman made a dandy interception right here on your near sideline. And it's something that you hear a number like at 18 interceptions. That's second best in the state, regardless of classification.
Again, it's crazy when you coach the stats. I never knew that to you. I had no idea how many interceptions we got. I knew Jules had a bunch. That's all I really knew. So you're telling me we've played 11 games and we've intercepted the opponent 18 times. It's pushing just under 2 a game. So that's prolific. You know, if you can get turnovers and create turnovers, as this kind of season wide, you know, we're down to the final 16 now, I guess. As the field keeps shrinking, you're going to give yourself a better chance to win. Again, you got to be able to run the ball, you got to be able to stop the run, and you can't turn it over or win the turnover battle. If you do those things, when it's all said and done, I think we're all going to be happy where this thing ends up at for us.
On to another 7. You play at home next week. Looks like it's going to be Paris coming in here, a familiar foe again from old district alignment stuff. You're familiar with the Greyhounds.
Yeah, old district, just like Nicholas County. Paris was in our district before. I don't know much about them this year other than, you know, some of the records, but traditionally a really, really athletic team. A lot of speed. Again, I'm not exactly sure their personnel, but just going on history. A tradition-rich program. You know, at one time there, back in the late 80s or somewhere in the 80s there, I think they had like a 50-some game winning streak in the state of Kentucky. So, again, a lot like us, community school. We even have good colors like us too. So we'll get to work on Paris as soon as we get the final score this weekend. We'll get to work on them and get ready to try to enjoy these next 7 days together and see if we can earn 7 more.
I may know of a former Ram alum that knows a little bit about Paris as well. It's up that way. We're not going to let him in the press box, though.
Yeah, we'll have to make sure. I'm sure he'll have orange on next week. We just got to make sure it's got the right letters.
Yeah, if not, we'll have to find him a special place to watch the game.
We'll definitely charge him admission. You know, no pass list for that guy, right?
Well, Coach, good win tonight. Congratulations on that, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, really appreciate it. Thanks for everybody. Obviously, great to be home again. You know, we were home a couple weeks ago, but before that, it had been some time since we'd been home, and I think that was really one of the things our team was most proud of, being able to be at home for this playoff run. So we'll be really excited to come back out here in 7 days and put our best foot forward to try to advance 7 more days for our town, our community, and our supporters. And, again, it's just something special to get to play at home.
Raceland head coach Mike Sammons joins us here in the postgame show. We'll take our final break when we return. It's the Bowman's Collision and Auto Service Center big hit of the game as we wrap it up here tonight with a victory for the Rams after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
If you've been in a wreck or need work done on your vehicle, Bowman's Auto Service is the place to go. If you've had engine problems, need a tune-up, oil change, or maybe you need a transmission flush, the place to go is Bowman's Auto Service. Bowman's Auto Service on Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods is an I-CAR Gold certified collision repair shop and an ASE certified mechanical shop. They've been in the business for over 30 years and they repair and fix all makes and models. Bowman's uses computer diagnostic and they work with all insurance companies. Bowman's Auto Service, Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods. Call 836-0837.
Larry Pancake, Larry Pancake, Larry Pancake. Vote Larry Pancake for Greenup County Jailer. With over 24 years' experience, Larry wants to rebuild the relationship with law enforcement attorneys and other agencies with the detention center, enact prison reform, reinstate the church ministry, all along being firm, fair, and consistent. Larry would appreciate your support in this upcoming election. Larry Pancake, Larry Pancake, Larry Pancake.
Paid for by Larry Pancake.
Jeff Vance and his family are excited to announce that Jeff has decided to run for re-election for the Raceland-Worthington School District, which has fought many adversities with COVID, freedom for school of choice, and many others. Yet there is still tremendous growth and many facility upgrades, enrollment, academics, as well as the arts and athletics. Jeff Vance would be honored to serve the students, staff, and community for another term. From the classroom to their careers, kids matter most. Jeff Vance would appreciate your consideration for the Raceland-Worthington School Board November 8th.
Ram Pharmacy in Raceland now offers Prevnar 13 for pneumonia prevention for those from 18 to 65, as well as tetanus, diphtheria, and whooping cough shots, the DPT shot. Ram Pharmacy can bill your insurance or Medicare. Some insurances cover immunizations in full under preventive health care. They can also bill Medicare Part B for diabetic testing supplies. Call 606-836-RAMS. That's 606-836-7267. Ram Pharmacy, 719 Greenup Avenue, Raceland, your friend in Christ. Helping you with all your health care needs, offering free delivery in Boyd and Greenup counties.
Final score here tonight, 48-6. Raceland winners over Nicholas County. Rams will move their record on the year to 10-1. That's win number 82 for Mike Sammons. He'll move his postseason record now to 18-8. And it appears it's going to be Raceland in Paris here next Friday night at 7:30 in the second round of the KHSAA Class Single A state playoffs. And then the winner after that, then it moves into RPI. And we've got a couple of different scenarios the way things can play out, and we'll talk about that next week as we move forward. Well, it's time for the big hit of the game. Our big hit of the game is brought to you in part by Bowman's Collision and Service Center in Flatwoods. When your car gets banged up and lets you down, let Bowman's put it back together and get it looking new again. Bowman's Collision and Service Center, Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods. Well, I had three candidates tonight. I'm going to go with the one who hasn't had it this year, and it was still a phenomenal hit. But Ben Taylor, a great young man, what a special story that he's had. We shared that when they had senior night here. When a very special moment, they wore the helmet recognizing his mother who died of cancer when he was at a young age. And Ben continues to play and be an absolute warrior for this Rams team. So we're going to go with the big hit of the game tonight for Ben Taylor as we wrap up our coverage here on week number 1 of the postseason. A big hat tip to our entire crew tonight. Hunter Masters up on top doing a phenomenal job with the videography this evening. That young man, he has got it down. He is pretty awesome on the camera. And I hate putting him up on top because I know he can do so much more down on the field. Don't worry, those shots are coming. The deeper we go, the more we're going to add to the broadcast coverage that we're going to bring to you. But it's great to have all the great stuff that we've got going on here with Cool TV and Raceland Worthington. It's been a great partnership. We certainly look forward to building it forward. My sideline reporter tonight, Shayla Newman, a fabulous job at her first ever gig on the sidelines, and we will certainly see and hear more from her in the near future. Our executive producer this evening was MJ McKay, helping us out with a lot of technical stuff, as well as some camera work down on the sidelines too. Dustin Stevenson, greatly appreciate all of his efforts. And, of course, with Mike Sammons, pregame and postgame coverage and interviews, I greatly appreciate all his time and all his great staff here for the Rams. Rams on for another 7 days. They play Paris next Friday night here at Ram Stadium at 7:30. Our kickoff countdown to kickoff coverage will begin at 7:10 right here on the Cool Sports Network and Cool TV. That'll do it for us here tonight. For Shayla Newman, Dustin Stevenson, Hunter Masters, MJ McCain, all the great folks at the Cool Sports Network, I'm James Carr saying good night and have a great evening, everyone. You've been watching and listening to the KHSAA Class Single A Football Playoffs opening round between Raceland and Nicholas County on the Cool Sports Network and Cool TV. Tonight's game was brought to you in part by Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, River Cities Builders, A&A Porta Potties, Stoltz Pharmacy, First and People's Bank, Kim Fannin Mullins for Greenup County Clerk, Ashland Community and Technical College, Ashland Credit Union, Andrew Eimel for Greenup County Clerk, Members Choice Credit Union, Raceland Christian Church, Larry Pancake for Greenup County Jailer, Jeff Vance for Raceland Worthington Board of Education, Ram Pharmacy, Bowen's Auto Service, Fairchild Automotive,
Sandy Loperfido for Raceland Worthington Board of Education, and Trace Hermanos Mexican Restaurant. This broadcast of Raceland Rams football has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Cool Hit Sports Network and Cool TV.